it's simply this. This is it. There's nothing to lose and there's nothing to hold on to. It is a willingness to be with it as it is. Be with the sense of infinity and particularity, that there's an absolute presence, but it's not a defense against absolute vulnerability. In the non-dual state, to me, it's so beautifully and sort of practically described by a story that our spiritual grandfather, Shelley Trimmer, Yogi Raj Shelley Trimmer, spoke about in his experience with his guru, Paramahansa Yogananda, at the ashram here in Encinitas, California. When Yogananda had gone into a deep meditation following a talk and was still, unmoving, and gradually all the disciples and students left the room because it's like, there's nothing happening here. Okay, they left. And Shelley stayed. Shelley stayed. And Yogananda, from Shelley's perspective, he said, I could see light pouring out of every cell of his body, waves of bliss and light circulating through his embodiment. And I just sat there waiting. And finally, Yogananda opened his eyes. Shelley sat before him and said, what happened? And Yogananda said, I was in God consciousness. And Shelley said, was it a deep state of God consciousness? Yes, said Yogananda, the deepest state I have ever experienced. I was one with the radiance, one with the divine presence, one with God. Shelley said, you were one with God. Yes. Where were you when you were one with God? Where were you? And Yogananda smiled because Shelley had touched on the deep mystery of the non-dual reality. And Yogananda said, when I was one with God consciousness, one without a second, yet still Mukunda was Mukunda. And Mukunda was his childhood name. The ultimate realization, this non-dual stage, is not that loss does not exist. It is that everything is already included in wholeness exactly as it is. Infinite unity and unlimited diversity. So this is our practice, and it is a practice. It's a practice. We it can't be what's I don't know how to say it. It's not an act of will. It's an act of, if anything, it's an act of simply adopting the posture of offering the least resistance and allowing whatever is falling away to do it, to really allow it to be liberated. Does that mean we won't have an upset stomach? Does that mean we won't have an upset heart? We won't be upset in our nervous system? You'll have to find out for yourself.